So hello and welcome to what has turned out to be a truly gorgeous afternoon. The sun beaming down on the stands and broad beaming smiles all around us. The mood has soared, and so indeed has the expectation of both teams. Such scenes here, a sea of team colours, songs ringing down from the stands. The tone is set for the 90 minutes ahead. Well, if you did just miss it, we are up and running already. Oh, important interception. Jim, who do you pick out as the telling individual today?
Well, Peter, this guy...
Thuram! And a terrific save from the keeper.
Thuram really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
Bayern Munich with the corner, they're first. And now they can spring out of defence. Trippier. More and more pressure on the ball here. Well, that's surely a foul, free kick. Well, you might think he got off lightly, it is just a verbal warning. Tonali. Here's Bruno Guimaraes. Willock. And here's Isak. Oh, nice touch. Oh, that's wonderful alertness. Willock. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Oh, he's found support out wide. Well, it looked promising, but the final ball is just not quite right. Murphy absolutely focused then on the defensive side of his game.
Yeah, listen, we often get critical of a forward's tackle, but that was squeaky clean.
Stood up well to him there. Iniesta. Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
That just required a bit more oomph to reach its target.
Decent hit! And that is wildly off target.
Do I really need to tell you, Peter, that he has to do better, especially from there?
Murphy has a look inside the box. He won't be happy with that one. The fullback is in acres of space here. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Now it's Neymar. Messi, real chance! They want to be quick, and it's come back out to him. Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. Neither side giving way, it has been tight. Couldn't quite squeeze that one through. Livramento. Barnes. And there's green grass ahead of him. Tonali. That's Willock. He's got plenty of space out wide here. Great chance! A decent effort as the first half draws to a close. Truth be told, perhaps it's not the game that many anticipated, but there is lots to be seen in it, lots to be taken from it. Plenty for the key figures to mull over, but it remains goalless.
Which way will things go in the second half?
And we are up to the break.
What an end to the half, Peter. A lot of the best action of the half coming at the very end, and I get the feeling the second half may well start in similar fashion, as we'd love to see this momentum maintained, so I'm looking forward to what's to come.
Interesting half, just missing goals, so don't be surprised if the second half brings a change to the scoreline at the break, 0-0.
Substitution.
That gets things going for the second half.
Well, both sides are eager to get going. Here's hoping that it's a good sign things are about to change. We need a little more life in this.
Bayern Munich do appear to have made a half-time change.
I'll be fascinated to see how the change now affects their overall strategy.
Threads one in. That's a nicely measured pass. Trippier. The ball. Thuram! That's a half-decent try.
Thuram really looked as though he had chosen correctly then, and yet we quickly realised he hadn't.
Long ball looking to counter. And it's Messi. Best part of an hour, and still no break. Thuram!
The attendance for this match.
Oh,
was
fine stop from the keeper.
71,649.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
Corner number 2 then.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Alexander-Arnold. And he was alert to it. Can he finish? Caught offside that time. Great ball if he can get there. Well read, and the danger is averted. Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
Oh, it just needed a better touch, and you could see his annoyance.
Yeah, it all looked so promising until...
Oh no, what has happened here? Nice interception, well timed. He can get that clear, and it's played forward. Well, played through for the wide man.
Substitution on the field. Number 21. Coming on to replace him is number 20.
Oh, good steal, he just read it. Hall. Tonali. Now it's Willock. Murphy.
Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner.
Neymar! They've scored! Finally the breakthrough!
Look, before we can even delve into the detail, the significance of taking the lead should be our initial reflection, and that's priceless.
The goal scorer.
All over in seconds. That's what they can do to you.
Well, this is a well-rehearsed drill. As soon as possession is regained, the commitment to attack is lethal.
Substitution on the field. Number 11.
Couple of changes then in quick succession.
Coming on
Well,
the
for me,
field
this was
is
the obvious substitution.
number
He'd
10,
become just a little
Gordon.
jaded, and as a result of that, he was most likely to...
There's the hit! It's in! And there's the goal they've been looking for. That is a super smooth goal. Beautiful manoeuvring of the ball and splendid authority in the finish.
Well, I think he knew all he had to do was get it under control, and it was always going to end up in the back of the net thereafter.
Bayern Munich are now luxuriating in a 2-goal lead.
No doubt as to who has the momentum here now. The only doubt is how many is coming.
Murphy. Rolls it backwards.
That's good pressure. It gave him no other choice.
Now it's McAllister. McAllister. He's picked his way through. He rises! Just off target.
Yeah, I think he's going to be a bit disappointed with that, Peter. You would have fancied him to at least hit the target.
Hall. That's headed upfield.
Time.
No, again, there's no way through. Just seeing the board now, it's going to be 5 extra minutes.
That's positional gold, the utilisation of space.
Not the most accurate pass. Hall. And that is as far as it goes. Bayern Munich are enjoying their moments of collective uplift. A win achieved with efficiency and certainty, as we've come to expect from them. Thuram picking up the Man of the Match award, and no surprise there. So what do you take away from it all, Jim?
I think we just saw a team winning by playing to their strengths. There was a clear picture of what they set out to do, and the players were determined to deliver it, and they did.
Well, that's it from us. Thanks very much, Jim. So hello and welcome one and all from what I can only describe as footballing utopia. The weather is perfect, the fans are in great voice, and the players are all set to get started. So 70,000 and more followers of Germany's ultimate winning machine open their arms to their favourite sons. In the Bavarian capital, they demand another spectacle. And that gets things running. Reflect at this game how time flies. We're already at the midway point of the season. And the ball is out of play. Couldn't squeeze it through. Who do you think this turns on, Jim?
Well, Jarrod Bowen is a player that you're going to like a lot because of his energy, his all-action style, his setups, his goals. Some would refer to him as a kind of an inside right in the language of the day, but he's a real workhorse. I mean, he puts a great shift in, and first and foremost, any manager will settle for that.
Well, quite no argument. Can he finish?
Oh, once he made the save, it didn't take the keeper long to start.
And the shot! He's scored! Well, there was to be no other outcome.
The goal scorer after 14 minutes is number 20, Bowen.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. Plays a delicate ball. Ward-Prowse.
Bayern Munich really can't go chasing this game too soon. Any rash decisions now could see them lose it.
Now it's Thuram. No, that's been intercepted. Lucas Paqueta. West Ham were a team looking for an outlet, and it seems, Jim, as though they've found one.
Yeah, and if that allows them to get people running at and even going beyond that defence, then you can start asking more questions.
Toward Prowse. No surprise at all that this is the guy who's had such a positive impact.
Well, having that sort of player in your side is reassuring because the rest of the team knows he can make his influence count at any stage. It's simply part of his package. When he really wants to, this fella scores.
Whatever he had in mind, that was not it. Wan-Bissaka. Neymar. And it's Wilshere. Kudus. Kudus powering forward here. Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep. Oh, that's a great chance! Oh, he's managed to get himself offside. He's through here. McAllister.
OK, being behind at the break isn't ideal, but there's plenty of time to reply.
Souček. Mavropanos. This is Souček, and that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Well timed, excellent interception. Ward-Prowse.
There will be 1 minute added time.
And that has put paid to that. And that'll be the last act of the first half. Well, it's a half which has simmered along nicely, warming up to what may be a more open second half to follow.
Yeah, you don't get any points for stating the obvious, Peter, but thankfully this is still very savable. Keep things simple, keep the intensity high, and hope for an early goal. If that happens, it's a game changer.
Substitution on the field. Number 30, Messi.
Whistle
Coming on
goes,
the field
and we
is
start the second half.
Number 21,
Bayern
Mbappe.
Munich really need to bring up their intensity and rhythm a notch or two, Peter. Just looked a step too slow on everything.
That's been drilled in. Kudus is flagged offside. McAllister. Good defending there, they've slammed the door in the faces of the opposition. Bayern Munich do appear to have made a half-time change.
Well, I think this is probably a good time, Peter, to make ambitious change.
Ward-Prowse. Bayern Munich still trailing by one and looking here to take it up. Kudus! Oh, that is very close.
Ah, that's a great effort. There was very little backlift to indicate what was coming.
Souček. Nice sequence of passes, this. Oh, lovely feed, he is such a good mover. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested.
The attendance for this match was 60,810.
So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, the stats are pretty telling here. It's hard to argue with the scoreline when you carry so little threat.
Bowen. Bowen gets flagged offside.
Substitutions taking place.
So time for change, and this one has been on the cards for a little while. Füllkrug coming on here, a change that was broadly anticipated.
Yeah, they've gone for more energy up front. This is a clear message, Peter.
Wan-Bissaka. Bayern Munich are, of course, in a position to go to the bench should the need arise. And it's Ward-Prowse. And Emerson Palmieri. Füllkrug. He's had it taken off him. Now that looks a decent ball. Short changes him with that pass. Wan-Bissaka. Ward-Prowse.
There's a real appetite from them to finally put this game to bed, but will they?
Substitution.
Bayern Munich must do something here, and very quickly.
Look, their path is set. They have to take risks in every situation now.
He's gone forward. The final 5 minutes.
I think it's time for them to concentrate on closing this one out. Yeah, we get to see this more and more. Defenders popping up in these positions.
It's a mighty effort! Smashing delivery, just didn't do enough with it.
Yeah, it's very well timed. A delivery like that with the right amount of pace and whip can be a nightmare to defend against.
Poorly directed kick from the keeper, he's given it away.
Such good technique.
Oh, good ball, and the finish! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. The whistle has gone, and it is all over. Well, you can hear the analysis starting already, the intricate details and nuances being debated, and they will be for several days. But only one thing matters for now,
lads.
they lost
Let's
it.
hope for better luck next time.
Any reflections on what you've seen, Jim?
Well, the way the manager has stormed down the tunnel lends itself to an almighty telling off for such a timid, docile display.
Just remains for me to thank Welcome one and all. We have perfect blue skies
Hello, everybody,
and
and
quite a
welcome to
contest
today's
ahead of
match.
us. This really is a feel-good football match. Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. The action has already started. Thuram! He's delivered all right!
Well, once more, it's him, and we can't be surprised because his instinct for doing this is incredible. Bayern Munich clearly executed that with considerable confidence. It only took seconds to score once the ball was recovered.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. Diaz. Gakpo unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. McAllister, and it's Wilshere. Neymar providing an outlet on that flank. Alexander-Arnold. Salah. That'll be a throw. Robertson cuts out the pass. Can he get it through? Now it's Messi. Neymar. It's Neymar! And another try! And he hits the net. A quite incredible spell. They are flying. Messi at his razor-sharp best there.
That's really good anticipation too, Peter. Just instinctively knew where the ball would be and where he needed to put himself.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
Well, with this kind of authority, Peter, why not push on and totally kill this off?
And the assistant referee rightly gives him offside. And it's Messi. De Bruyne. Messi. Skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball. More and more pressure on the ball here. Shot at goal! Thuram! And it's there! And again, they simply do not know what has hit them. And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Well, that's not the best attempt by the keeper, and he's just paid the ultimate price, hasn't he?
Number 9.
And yes, it's him again. A case now of complete control.
And things are much healthier in their favour. Mind you, you would have thought that when the last one went in.
De Bruyne. Neymar. Neymar! That's going to go a long way. It's a poor throw that, picked off with relative ease. Oh, he's bustling through here. Now it's Szoboszlai. Nicely aimed pass. Szoboszlai showed... There's the shot! Sticks it away! Hot knife through butter. They have done it again.
Well, we've seen the hunger to win it back and the focus to make it count. A very tasty combination.
Is number 30, Lionel Messi.
It's become a case of men against boys.
Well, it's been an absolutely fabulous spell for them, and they're starting...
Got a shot away! Oh, he really got hold of that.
Thuram knew immediately he didn't catch that to his liking, and his face was a picture of dissatisfaction.
De Bruyne. Now it's Thuram. Van Dijk. For Szoboszlai. Engages and forces him off the ball. Now it's Diaz.
There will be 3 minutes added time.
De Bruyne. Great chance! It's there! And look at his joy! Is this not why we love the game?
Well, it's a goal fest, and the fact it's so one-sided now is getting scary.
And there was his third, and boy, he looks the business, doesn't he just?
Oh, this has been an immense contribution from one player. He's been just about unplayable. The irresistible force today.
Bayern Munich are at the peak of their powers. As for their opponents, a long way from that.
Well, their manager seems to...
And the first 45 minutes are up. Well, what a half. For one, pretty much ideal. For the other, utterly dreadful. And we're only halfway through.
Yeah, I think a first-half performance that showed attack being the best form of defence. If they're in the face of the opposition that much, then there's little they can do in return, and I'm not sure how long they can keep the intensity and the tempo up, but it certainly paid off so far.
Bayern Munich pretty much out of sight here. It really has been a one-sided game so far.
Substitutions taking place.
And we're off again. Now it's Havertz. Pinches it off him. Gravenberg is in the top 10 when it comes to assists this season. McAllister. The less said about that pass, the better. But it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
Bayern Munich clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
And he cuts out the supply. Salah. Wilshere did well to step in there. That was more than necessary. Mohamed Salah shapes to shoot! And it's in! And this is getting ridiculous. Borderline crazy.
Yeah, it has become ugly for one, but the other is still delivering beauty.
After 59 minutes is number 17, Van Dijk.
Van Dijk.
Well, they've stamped some authority on things, but
The
how
attendance
much
for
more
this match
authority
was
can be generated?
71,898.
Now it's Mohamed Salah. And it's Van Dijk. Good read, needed to be. Gravenberg. Mohamed Salah. Alisson can pick that up. Just eases him off the ball. Oh, he's managed to get himself offside.
Substitution on the field, number 8, Szoboszlai. Coming on to replace him is number 19, Elliott.
Van Dijk. Looking for the run. Chooses to go back. De Bruyne. Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it. Bayern Munich perhaps contemplating their next change here. Could have been dangerous, but it came to nothing. And that has been clubbed away. And he's only too happy to take that back. Mohamed Salah, and he's in on goal, and the finish! Oh, terrific save.
Do I really need to tell you, Peter, that he has to do better, especially from there?
Substitution on the field, number 7,
Bayern
Luis
Munich
Diaz.
with the corner, they're first.
Number 26, Robertson. Coming on the field,
And now
number
a sudden
20,
chance to counter.
Diogo Jota. Number 2,
Ball has bounced
Gomez.
loose now. Mohamed Salah! It's in! They are getting horribly bullied, and it seems there is plenty more to come.
Well, I think we've reached the point when even damage limitations is no longer an option.
Number 23, Mohamed Salah.
Bayern Munich are totally dominant in the middle of the park, a no-way through zone.
McAllister. No, again there's no way through. Five minutes left on the clock. Wilshere cuts it out. Now it's Havertz. Good stop. And he's straight offside.
There will be 5 minutes added time.
Konate kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. 5 minutes to add. Elliott. It's run loose here. And that's that. So a real showpiece win. This lot was simply far too clever for their opponents, and despite their best endeavours, it has ended in an easy win. Any reflections on what you've seen,
Unlucky,
Jim?
lads.
I think we just saw
Let's
a
hope
team
for better luck
winning
next time.
by playing to their strengths. There was a clear picture of what they set out to do, and the players were determined to deliver it, and they did.
Just remains for me to thank Jim Beglin for joining us and to wish you a very good day.